Welcome to Insights with Thomas Caldwell on Thursday, January the 8th, 2026. Tom, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
This is our first Insights for 2026, and oh boy, there is so much going on right now. So there's Venezuela, there's Greenland, and so much geopolitical. So please begin.
Well, it's all connected. You really have an uncontrolled ego at work here. I think the Venezuelan thing, nobody's really said much against it. Tactically, it was obviously successful. Strategically, I wonder, so that is big picture. What's it telling the world? And it really is starting to look like a form of resource plunder as opposed to anything else. Central America, South America do not like Americans. They remember the banana republics, that they were always overthrowing governments. And I think President Trump has been emboldened by this. Now he wants to take a shot at Greenland. And really, that really goes right to the heart of NATO. Similarly, make no mistake, Canada is on the buffet. And it will be national defense, national security. Canada can't defend the Arctic. Against who? The Russians, the Chinese, or the Americans? So what is happening here is he thinks real estate, and all wars essentially are about real estate and land. And so, I mean, God gets enlisted, but it's about real estate. So he's looking at this big, beautiful country of a greater North America, Canada and the United States combined. I think that's where his brain is going, like it or not. We don't like to think about that. Not that we are going to have a war with them. What he would do, I believe, is make things very difficult for the Canadian economy. We have this USMCA agreement coming up. That'll be an indicator of where we're going here, what he really wants to do. But I think if he can damage Canada economically enough, and that means flooding with Venezuela oil, replacing ours, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of levers he has, then it would be palatable for Canada to consider becoming part of America. So it sounds extreme, but we live in a world of extremes. We have things happening and things being said that you wouldn't contemplate 2 or 3 years ago. So you have to sort of jump ahead. Where's this motivator that is Mr. Trump's brain going, and how extreme is he going to be? And I think he's going to be quite extreme unless something happens to stop him. But he sees the world tripolar. Xi running Asia, Putin running Europe, and him running the Western Hemisphere. That's his brain. It's very imperial in his thinking. So that will present great challenges, fears, also opportunities.
So, okay, opportunities, the stock markets. The beginning of the week, all-time highs,
Yep.
which was kind of, I think, surprising. And then on Wednesday, they were talking about 30 to 50 million barrels of oil, Venezuelan oil, going to the United States. And now it's indefinite. There's so much going on.
But markets are really a reflection of what's going on. In America, the American economy is doing extremely well. Unemployment is low. The economy is doing very well, and the stock market is reflecting that. In Canada, the stock market is not reflecting the Canadian economy. It's reflecting the counter to Trump, that is commodities, gold, oil, materials, copper. So to get out of money, what's going to happen to the U.S.? Because you remember, you have this big deficit in the United States, $38 trillion. And maybe it's going to get it diminished by becoming a bigger country. But the long and the short of it is that people are going to commodities to flee out of dollars. So it really is a reflection of that. If I look forward into the coming year, into 2026, there's going to be lots of shocks, volatile market, really up, down, depending on whatever he uses in any given day. That's a good thing for people like me. I work in crises. I mean, that's what I do. That's where the bargains live. I want to see if there's negativity out there, then I look at it, how long is it going to last? Because there's one thing that's really important here. The laws of economics are immutable. People will eventually act in their own best interest. Politics and political influence, that's always temporary. So no matter what it comes up with, if it creates chaos, that's an opportunity. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm not afraid of the volatility. I'm not interested in index. I'm not an index investor. I look for the bargains within the index, within the market. I think there'll be lots. I think it'll be a good year for us.
Thank you so much for your insights, Tom.
Thank you.
And thank you all for watching. Bye for now.